couple of great local organizations throughout the season. And we would like to give a big round of applause to our guests here tonight for our big stretch of home games. Board members from the Meridian Rotary Club are with us in attendance here tonight. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Appreciate what they do here in our community, and for them being our guests here tonight for another big night of Meridian Blues baseball. Let's give a big round of applause once again to all of the board members of the Meridian Rotary Club. I think they're going to have a big group picture right here. Let's give it up for one more time, the members of the Meridian Rotary Club with us here tonight for another night of Meridian Blues baseball. Appreciate you being here this evening. All right, folks, at this time we're going to have our ceremonial first pitch here at the ballpark tonight. Of course, Meridian Community College has been a wonderful partner to the Meridian Blues throughout the first few weeks of the inaugural season of Meridian Blues baseball. And here to throw out the ceremonial first pitch tonight is our leader here on campus of MCC, Dr. Tom Huebner, president of MCC, will throw out the first pitch at this time. And rumor has it he used to have a fastball just like Logan Bryan. We're going to find out.
Oh, not the ball!
Looks like a strike to me. Let's give it up for Dr. Tom Huebner, president here at Meridian Community College. Umpires for tonight's game are Jared Cox, Adam Boyette, and Troy Harper. It's now time for the Meridian Mutual lineup exchange.
The plate.
All right, fans, get those lineup cards out. It's now time to present the Meridian Mutual starting lineups. First for our visitors, the Bryan Yard Dogs. Leading things off tonight for the Yard Dogs will be the shortstop, number 8, Gavin Shaddix. Batting second will be the second baseman, number 6, Jake Wiley. Batting third over at third base will be number 7, Aubrey Reed. Batting fourth tonight for the Yard Dogs will be the designated hitter, the number 22, Blake Shelkey. Batting fifth will be the left fielder for the Yard Dogs, number 9, Josue Encarnacion. Batting sixth will be the Yard Dogs center fielder, number 25, Landon Bailey. Batting seventh tonight for the Bryan Yard Dogs will be first baseman, number 30, Jason Guerrero. Batting eighth tonight will be the Yard Dog right fielder, number 14, Ty Higginbotham. And rounding out the Yard Dog starting lineup this evening is the catcher, number 4, Taylor Valeris. And starting pitcher tonight for the Yard Dogs will be number 11, Dane Francis. All right, Blues fans, get on your feet, clap for your starting lineup of your Meridian Blues. Leading off tonight is your Blues shortstop, number 19, Kieran Coleman. Batting second is your Blues center fielder, number 13, Sandry Hernandez. Batting third is your third baseman, number 23, Mason McMillan. Batting fourth is your Blues DH, number 1, Ladarius Clark. Batting fifth is your Blues right fielder, number 20, Caden Peoples. Batting sixth is your Blues first baseman, number 14, Eli Selby. Batting seventh and doing the catching tonight for your Blues is number 28, Ryan Ratajczyk. Batting eighth is your Blues left fielder, number 26, Miguel Tejada Jr. And rounding out the Blues lineup is the second baseman, number 25, Jace Christian. And starting pitcher tonight for your Meridian Blues, Meridian native, number 30, Justin Pritchett. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the American flag displayed out in right center field for the playing of tonight's Star Spangled Banner. And fans, before we get started here tonight, let's give them a big round of applause as they leave the field. Our Field of Dreams team here tonight, the West Lauderdale 7U All-Stars. Let's give them a big round of applause. Of course, if your local team would like to be one of our Field of Dreams teams, get in contact with the Meridian Blues through Facebook.
Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to Skaggs Field. We got a little Meridian Blues baseball action tonight as the Yard Dogs from Bryan, Texas are in town. I'm Will Atkinson. I'll be bringing the play-by-play tonight. The Blues come in after a 9-day hiatus from the field. They had a long road trip that ultimately the back end of the road trip was postponed due to inclement weather in Texas, so they should be well rested as they come in 9-12 overall. The Yard Dogs out of Bryan, Texas come in 12-13. The Yard Dogs lead this series on the season 3-1, but as I mentioned, the Meridian Blues coming in well rested, and they are set to take the field here as we approach the first pitch. The Blues went 3-5 on their road trip and had several games the back end of the road swing canceled, as I mentioned, due to inclement weather, but we got a great night here in Meridian for Blues baseball, so sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It should be a fun one. The Meridian Mutual Federal Credit Union starting lineup for the Blues from left to right in the outfield. It'll be Miguel Tejada Jr. in left, Sandry Hernandez in center field, Caden Peoples over in right, Mason McMillan. He'll anchor the hot corner at third base. Kieran Coleman at shortstop. Jace Christian at second base. Eli Selby. He'll take over at first base. And this afternoon's battery for the Blues behind the dish, it'll be Ryan Ratajczyk. And on the bump, it'll be the right hand, Justin Pritchett. Pritchett from right here in Meridian, Mississippi, taking the mound for the second time for the Blues. leading it off.
Leading off the top of the first inning for the Yard Dogs.
For the Yard Dogs.
Gavin Shaddix.
Number 17, Gavin Shaddix. Shaddix was a new addition to this Yard Dog team since we saw them last home series, as Pritchett misses low there behind the dish umpire. It'll be Adam Boyette. He'll be joined by Jared Cox and Troy Harper. Shaddix will swing through that one. Evens the count at 1. Pritchett working pretty quickly. Game number 1 of a 3-game series against the Yard Dogs as Pritchett deals the 2-1. The Blues over the next 17 days have 16 games scheduled, so a lot of Blues baseball to be played here at Skaggs Field. The 3-1 pitch all the way to the shortstop, Kieran Coleman. Fields it, clean throw across the diamond. He got him. Shaddix retired there on the ground ball to shortstop.
Play batting, Jake Wiley.
Pritchett gets out number 1 via the ground ball to short. 6-3 for the folks scoring at home. Stepping in will be the second baseman, Jake Wiley. Wiley leads this club in average. He's hitting .368. Takes that one for a called strike, does Wiley. Wiley from Grapevine, Texas. The 0-1. The ball's lifted into right field. Coming in there's the right fielder. Should be a nice, easy play there for Caden Peoples. He squeezes it. 2 quick outs for the Blues as Wiley flies out to right field. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. Give a big shout out to the folks that help make things possible here. Our sports media director here, Matt Milner. Our public address announcer here inside Skaggs Field, Robbie Atkinson. As that one's flared down the right field line, giving chase there is Selby, and that one will fall foul. Our videographer here at Skaggs Field, Hunter Heath, and our producer, she is an absolute rock star, Tanisha Clark. So we appreciate those folks that make the magic happen here in Meridian. The Yard Dogs wearing the road grays today. Bryan across the chest. That one's popped up on the infield. Should be playable for the second baseman, Jace Christian. Christian with plenty of room. He'll squeeze it. 3 quick outs. The Yard Dogs go down in order in the top of the first. We're scoreless after the first half inning of play. We'll be right back. More Meridian Blues baseball here at Skaggs Field.
Sometimes it's just you and the work ahead. But in Meridian, new faces never stay alone for long. Here, community steps in beside you. Welcome to Meridian. Meridian Mutual. Built by community and proud to sponsor the Meridian Blues.
On the mound pitching tonight for the Yard Dogs is number 11, Dane Francis. Leading off the bottom of the first inning for your Blues is the shortstop, number 19, Kieran Coleman.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. Leading it off for the Blues will be the shortstop, Kieran Coleman. On the mound for the Yard Dogs, the right-hander, Dane Francis. His battery mate this afternoon behind the plate, Taylor Valerius. From left to right in the outfield, Josue Encarnacion in left, Landon Bailey in center field. And Ty Higginbotham over in right as Coleman chops that one foul right onto the inside part of the left foot there. From left to right on the infield, Aubrey Reed at third base, Gavin Shaddix at shortstop, Jake Wiley over at second, and Jason Guerrero over at first. Coleman behind in the count, 0-2. Off-speed pitch lifted toward the right field line into the bullpen for the Yard Dogs. The Yard Dogs will occupy the first base dugout. They'll have their bullpen down the right field line just beyond the dugout. The Blues in the third base dugout. Their bullpen down the left field line. If you're not familiar with Skaggs Field, we've got an artificial surface, everything on the infield, natural grass in the outfield. 320 down the lines, 385 dead center, 370 there in the power alleys, and then each of the gaps there 355. So nice ballpark here in Meridian. Kieran Coleman fouls it off and shoots one over the first base dugout. A lucky Blues fan there holding the baseball up in triumph. A trophy there for a night at the ballpark. The 0-2 skips it in there, blocked up by Valerius. Third appearance for Francis this season. Just 3 innings pitched. He's walked 11 and struck out 1 and gets the strikeout there. So second strikeout of the season there for Dane Francis. Opponent's hitting 375 against the right-hander. That'll welcome to the plate Sandry Hernandez. Hernandez comes in hitting 308. He leads the team in runs and hits. Shows bunt and fouls that one off. 1 out in the inning here. Appreciate you tuning in to the Meridian Blues YouTube channel. We'll be broadcasting all the Meridian Blues baseball games, all the home games, that is. The 0-1. Hernandez, he tried to wear that one, but just didn't make the, just didn't hit the spot there. Hernandez awaits the 1-1 count. Outside corner called strike. Dane Francis listed an Edmond, Oklahoma native. The right-hander will go there from the windup, the 1-2. Fouled off, staying alive there is the Blues center fielder, Sandry Hernandez. On deck for the Blues, Mason McMillan. The 1-2 to Hernandez. Chopped toward the third base dugout.
Everybody clap your hands.
Blues wearing the home whites tonight. Trimmed in that Carolina blue and orange. Blues across the chest. They got the powder blue lids on tonight. It's a sharp look. The 1-2. Lifted down the left field line. Well foul. That'll get into the bullpen. Hernandez, 14 runs, 16 hits. He's got 3 doubles. He's driven in 7. Also tied for the team lead in stolen bases, the 1-2. Emergency swing there. He leaves the strike zone. It'll be a strikeout. Valerius will fire it down to first. So 2 strikeouts in the inning.
Next to the plate for your Blues is the third baseman, Number 23, Mason McMillan.
Mason McMillan steps to the plate. McMillan tied for the team lead in batting average. He's hitting 333 along with Ladarius Clark. McMillan 16 hits, tied for the team lead in that. He's got 3 triples, 2 doubles. He's driven in 10. Had to count here 1-0. McMillan with a very upright stance as he awaits the offering there from Francis. Softly hit toward the second baseman. A backhand. Nice play there by Wiley. Nice throw across the diamond. And McMillan goes down on the ground ball to the second baseman. The Blues go down in order. So after one complete inning, we're scoreless here at Skaggs Field. We'll be right back. More Blues baseball.
Downtown Meridian for national touring acts at 2 landmark theaters. Enjoy family-friendly festivals like the 3-Foot Festival in April and the week-long Jimmy Rogers Festival in May, honoring the Meridian native who invented country music. See up-and-coming talent at the Full Moon on 5th Outdoor Concert Series or jamming in a brew pub. Great food, craft beers, art, and live music. Follow the music to Meridian. It's good vibes for all.
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Yard Dogs is the designated hitter, number 22, Blake Selke.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Yard Dogs. It'll be Selke, Encarnacion, and Bailey. Blake Selke, the DH. He'll get it started off here in the second. Left-handed hitting DH. Pritchett to the plate. That's in there for a called strike. Selke just 12 at-bats on the season. He's got 2 runs. He's also gotten 2 hits. He's driven in a pair. 5 strikeouts on the season. Flares that one into center field. Ranging over is Hernandez. And Selke aboard with a base hit into center field. So the first hit of the night there.
Next to the plate for the Yard Dogs
for the Bryan Yard Dogs.
Josue Encarnacion.
Josue Encarnacion steps to the plate. Encarnacion, 260 batting average this season. Leads the team in RBI with 10. 1 runner aboard, nobody out here in the second inning. Inside corner called strike there. Justin Pritchett absolutely wastes 0 time when he works on the mound, and I enjoy his pace. I enjoyed talking to him before the game. He said he was great to be back out on the mound for the Blues. His second appearance of the season, as he'll sat there at the chest. That one's chopped foul toward the third base dugout. Yeah, Justin said he's got a lot of folks that like to tune in, watch Blues baseball here on the YouTube channel. We appreciate that. Tip of the cap to those folks. Scoreless ball game here in the top of the second inning as Encarnacion takes that one inside. Evens the count at 2, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. Forward at first base is Blake Selke. Got the single there into center field. Pritchett will deal. Again, chopped foul. Great night to be at the ballpark. 16 games in the next 17 days here. So mark your calendars. Come on out. Have a good time. A lot of ways to get involved. Family fun for everybody. I mean, there's just a boat ton of young baseball fans here that are some enjoying the game, some enjoying the game of their own. A throw over and back in time. There is Selke. The 2-2 pitch catches the outside corner. And Encarnacion will go down looking for a strikeout of the night there for Pritchett. That'll bring to the plate Landon Bailey, the center fielder. Bailey hitting .217. He does have 2 home runs on the season, leads the team in home runs, matter of fact. Chops that one up the middle, ranging over his Coleman. He'll step on the bag, takes it himself. Boom! Got him! An unassisted double play there by the shortstop. Kieran Coleman ranged across, stepped on the bag, fires it across the diamond. And that'll do it for the Yard Dogs here in the top of the second inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left after an inning and a half. For scoreless, we'll be right back.
Cam, let's see those big dance moves, and you'll be up on the video board here tonight at the ballpark.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. Home half of inning number 2. Due up for the Blues. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Clark, Peoples, and Selby. Well, Darius Clark, the designated hitter. He'll lead it off for the Blues here in the second inning. Clark tied for the team lead in batting average. Comes into tonight hitting .333, swings at the first pitch. He's behind in the counts. 0-1. 10 hits all the year for Clark, 3 doubles, 6 driven in. That one's too tall. So that'll even the count at 1. Clark from right here in Meridian, Mississippi. Played Division II baseball at University of West Florida. Ultimately drafted by the Rangers in 2015. So he's ahead in the count here, 2-1. Defensively straight away there for Clark. The 2-1. Lifted over the first base dugout. It's going to be well fouled. Another souvenir for a lucky baseball fan. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting DH. The 2-2 all the way. That'll miss low, so Clark's worked the count full here. Nobody out, nobody aboard here. Home half of the second inning. The payoff. Clark will take the walk. Blues first base runner of the night as Ladarius Clark picks up the walk. 5th walk of the season. Then a welcome to the plate, Caden Peoples.
Fielder, Meridian native, number 20, Caden Peoples.
Caden Peoples stepping to the plate here. Check swing he goes. So 0-1 the counts to Peoples. Playing right field tonight. The 0-1. Too far inside. So a 1-1 count here to the right-handed hitting right fielder. Ladarius Clark off to a big lead at first base. That one will find its way over the screen and out of play. Right in behind the plate there. Clark aboard at first base. He's got 4 stolen bases on the season. Throw over back in time. 4 for 4 is Clark. This Meridian team in the stolen base category. 28 successful steals. The 1-2. Outside corner. Peoples will go down on strikes. 3rd strikeout of the night there for Dane Francis.
Blues is the first baseman, number 14, Eli Selby.
Eli Selby steps to the plate. Selby from Walls, Mississippi. One out and a runner aboard. That one misses outside. Selby, the left-handed hitting first baseman. The 1-0 offering. Catches the outside corner to leave the count at 1. On deck for the Blues, the catcher Bryan Ratajczyk. Francis will set at the belt. Misses off the plate there. 2 balls and a strike. This one's scheduled for 9 innings tonight. Great to be back at the ballpark. Clark goes. Diving in. That'll be a stolen base for Clark. Clark gets his 5th steal of the season. That one almost got away from Valerius there, but able to track it down was the second baseman, Jake Wiley. Dane Francis on the mound, looking in against the side. Checks on the runner at second base, the 3-1. That one's going to be a base hit up the middle there. Selby's got himself a hit up the middle. Clark rounding third. He wants to try to score. Sliding in. Safe at the plate. RBI single for Eli Selby. As Clark was able to score from second base. And the Blues take the early lead.
Number 28, Ryan Ratajczyk.
Ryan Ratajczyk stabs to the plate. Talked with Ryan before the game and chomping at the bit to get back out on the ball field. 9 days without baseball, and said he was geared up and ready to go. Missing outside there is Dane Francis. Selby aboard at first base with 1 out. Ratajczyk takes that one at the knee for a called strike. The 1-1 on the way. A little too low there. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count here to Ryan Ratajczyk. Katy, Texas native. That one's too low. On deck for the Blues, Miguel Tejada Jr. Ratajczyk getting in the 7th spot tonight doing the catching. 3-1 on the way. Tapped toward the shortstop. Cutting him off is the third baseman in time. Aubrey Reed come right in front of Gavin Shaddix there. Throws all the run. And by a bang-bang play, Ratajek retired on the 5-3. Miguel Tejada Jr. will step to the plate. Eli Selby made his way to second base there on the ground out. Tejada Jr. leads his team with 11 walks on the season. Also leads the team with 6 hit by pitches. Takes that one outside for a called strike. Got a 1-0 ball game here in the home half of the second inning. Dane Francis checks on the runner at second. He'll deal. Breaking ball called strike. 0-2 to Tejada. Tejada in a bind here. 0-2. 2 outs and a runner aboard at second base. Francis will sit there just above the belt. The 0-2 misses outside. Francis leans in and gets aside. Checks on Selby at second base. The 1-2 on the way. Missed it low there. Evens the count at 1. So 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Love to see Miguel square one up here. Give the Blues an opportunity to take an early 2-0 lead. Defensively straight away. Francis to the plate. That ball's lifted toward the gap in right center field. Is it going to find the grass? Yes, sir, it does. It's extra bases for Tejada. The Blues are going to score a run, and Tejada's going to try to go for third. Picking him up, putting him down, sliding in. Safe at third. RBI triple for Miguel Tejada Jr. And the Blues take the 2-0 lead.
All right, Blues fans, next to the plate is your second baseman, number 25, Jace Christian.
Miguel Tejada with the 3-bagger there. Scores Selby from second base. The Blues lead it 2-0. And that will welcome to the plate Jace Christian. Jace plays second base tonight. Called strike there. Nothing and 2 to Jace Christian. Francis will deal. Staying alive there, fouling it off down toward the first base coach's box. Two runs have played it here in the inning. Miguel Tejada Jr. 90 feet away, softly hit toward Wiley at second base. Getting down the line there was Jace Christian, and he'll be retired there. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. The Blues strand one after 2 complete. The Blues lead it 2-0. We'll be right back.
Dustin, looks like you've got some interesting characters down there with you tonight.
I do. I have this guy right here. I wonder what he's got going on. Oh my God, look behind you. Look, Turtle, look behind you right there. Oh, looks like we got a showdown going on. Oh God, oh God. There's another 94 coming. Oh, there's another 2 now. What are they going to do? Well, the Eagles know. Yeah.
The Meridian Blues would like to thank their corporate partners that include Meridian Mutual, Canadian Pacific, Kansas City Railroad, Citizens National Bank, Great Southern Bank, Hilton Garden Inn, and Hampton Inn right here in Meridian. Our friends at Lauderdale County, Magnolia Beverage, Meridian Air National Guard, USAA, and the folks over at Visit Meridian. Tip the cap to those corporate partners with the Meridian Blues. Coming back out for his third inning of work, the Blues right-hander Justin Pritchett. Misses low there. Jason Guerrero leading it off here for the Yard Dogs. Guerrero, right-handed hitting first baseman. Flares that one toward the Bryan bullpen. That'll be well fouled. So 7, 8, 9. Guerrero, Higginbotham, and Valerius. Guerrero with a 1-1 count here. Guerrero's a Houston, Texas native. Heading to count here 2-1 is Guerrero as Pritchett will wind and deal. Found that one straight back, did Guerrero. That'll even the count at 2. A lot of baseball to be played in Meridian, Mississippi over the next 2.5 weeks. Appreciate you tuning in, but we'd love to see you down at the ballpark. The 2-2. A check swing foul. That'll find its way down near the Bryan bullpen. Pritchett gets the sign he likes, the 2-2. Too tall. So Pritchett gives the nod. He'll wind and deal the payoff. That ball's lifted into center field. Coming in there is Hernandez, and Hernandez will squeeze it. Guerrero retired on the fly out to center field. That's out number 1 in the inning.
Number 14, Ty Higginbotham.
That'll welcome to the plate Ty Higginbotham. Higginbotham, the left-handed hitting right fielder. That one misses just off the plate outside to the lefty. Pritchett to 1-0. That's right down Broadway, evens the count at 1, so a ball and a strike to Ty Higginbotham. The 1-1 offering misses low. Fans, you can follow Meridian Blues Baseball online at meridianblues.com. Your home for schedules, news, rosters, and more. And also get you some Meridian Blues merchandise online, or just swing by the merch tent right here at the ballpark. The 3-1 pitch on the way. It's right off the facade there of the third base dugout. The third base umpire decided he wanted to try to make a play and comes up a little short there. Runs the count full. Pritchett with the payoff. Backhand there by Coleman. A strong throw. Skips it off the turf there. A base hit. A base hit there for Higginbotham. A nice play there by Coleman.
Number 4, Taylor Valeris.
But the second hit of the night there.
Here on your Meridian Blues picture, this is our K-Man of the night, brought to you by Yingling.
Second hit of the night there for the Yard Dogs.
Yingling for the next inning. Yingling, spread your wings. Let's cheer on for a Blue.
Taylor Valerius at the plate. Valerius takes that one for a called strike. 46 at-bats, just 4 hits for Valerius. He has been prone to the swing and miss. He struck out 24 times. The 0-1, swing and a miss there. He's behind in the count, 0-2. Pritchett gets a sign. He'll set there at the chest. The 0-2 misses low. A ball and 2 strikes there to Valerius. Valerius listed 5'11" from Grandview, Texas. So he awaits the offering there from the right-hander. Misses outside, evens the count at 2. Aboard at first base there is Ty Higginbotham. He got the infield single. Double play depth for the Blues. Chopped foul toward the third baseman. Count remains 2-2. Got a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Blues. 2 runs on 2 hits for Meridian. No runs on 2 hits for the Yard Dogs. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Boom! Struck him out.
Meridian Blues strikeout for the next inning. It's discounted beer. Thanks to our friends at Magnolia.
Second strikeout of the night for Justin Pritchett. And it's back to the top of the stack for the Yard Dogs. Gavin Shaddix grounded out to the shortstop there in inning number 1. Outside corner called strike. Shaddix, the right-handed hitting shortstop. Aboard at first base is Ty Higginbotham. Again on the outside corner. Pritchett with a little rhythm here in the top half of inning number 3. It's ahead in the count here. 0-2. 2 outs and a runner aboard. Gavin Shaddix at the plate. The 0-2. Lifted into left, should be playable for Tejada Jr. And Miguel will squeeze it. That'll do it for the Yard Dogs as Shaddix flies out to left field. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors after 2.5 innings. The Blues lead it 2-0. We'll be right back. More Blues baseball.
People often ask me what momentum looks like. It's more than construction projects, more than new investments, more than new announcements. Momentum is changing lives. It's creating opportunities for families, supporting local businesses, and investing in neighborhoods. That's the city of momentum. That's Meridian, Mississippi.
Also, big thanks to the staff at Visit Meridian here on 2 for Tuesday. Here all season long with our Meridian Blues.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. Get ready to go. The home half of the 3rd inning.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for your Blues is the shortstop, number 19.
Be back to the top of the stack for the Blues. Coleman, Hernandez, and McMillan. Kieran Coleman, 0 for 1 on the night. He struck out to lead off the game. So he'll take that one low in the zone for ball number 1. Make sure you follow the Blues on their various social media outlets. Search for Meridian Blues Baseball. Facebook, Instagram, and right here on YouTube. As Coleman's ahead in the count here. 2-0. Dane Francis in his third inning of work there misses the outside corner, so way ahead in the count here is Coleman. Appreciate you tuning in to the Meridian Blues Baseball YouTube channel. That's Blues fans and Yard Dog fans alike. The 3-0 pitch catches the inside corner. A lot of baseball still to be played here across the Mid-America League. As Coleman takes the walk, so free pass issued. Coleman's on the sack. That'll bring to the plate Sandry Hernandez. The NAC Niners leading the way in the league right now at 22-6. The Fort Scott Dragoons 19-8. The Bryan Yard Dogs 12-13. Meridian Blues 9-12. Piney Woods Timberhogs 6-15, and the Beaumont Oil Barons 5-19. The Oil Barons on a bit of a skid. They've dropped 14 in a row. Meridian is on a 3-game win streak, and coincidentally, the Yard Dogs are as well. Fort Scott, of their 8 losses, they've lost 6 in a row, so lots happening here in the Mid-America League as Sandry Hernandez takes that one for a called strike. Dane Francis on the bump. He'll set at the belt. That one misses low. 2-1 the count to the right-handed hitting Sandry Hernandez. Let me know where you're watching or listening to a little Blues baseball. You can shoot me a message on Instagram. Coach_Atkinson. So Coach_ATKINSON is Hernandez. Rips that one through the left side. 2 base runners aboard here for the Meridian Blues in the home half of the third.
Mason McMillan.
Yeah. Coach_Atkinson, ATKINSON. Love to give you a little shout out to where you're watching the game from, who you're rooting for. Mason McMillan at the plate. That one's a bit tall. Two runs on 3 hits for the Blues. Tonight they got 2 runners aboard, a runner in scoring position in the form of the leadoff man, Kieran Coleman. Francis to the plate. McMillan takes that one tall. It's a tough part of the lineup for the Blues. You got McMillan and Clark here back-to-back, hitting 3 and 4. 2 guys that are among the top on this ball club in average. That one skips in there, blocked up by Valerius. It's a good job right there by the Yard Dogs backstop. Francis takes a peek. He'll deal the 3-0. McMillan will accept the free pass. And that will load the bases. Bases are loaded for the Meridian Blues, and a very dangerous Ladarius Clark stepping to the plate. Quick mound visit there for the Yard Dogs will give me an opportunity to kind of give you the rundown on what's going on in the coming days. There's going to be a 3-game series against the Yard Dogs, and then starting on Friday the 26th, Piney Woods will come to town. It'll be a 3-game series against Piney Woods. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then next Monday, we'll start a 4-game series against the NAC Niners. So a lot of baseball coming up. Ladarius Clark at the plate. The bases are full. Nobody out. Clark walked, scored a run in inning number 1. Clark's got good wheels and got some pop as well. He can do some damage here if he can square one up. Good speed on the base paths for Meridian. Coleman at first base. Sandry Hernandez at second, and Mason McMillan over at first. Francis to the dish, misses inside. Clark's driven in 6 on the season. Three doubles on the season for Clark. He awaits the 2-0 offering there from Francis. That one misses below the knee. Francis had thrown a lot of strikes in the first 2 innings, and here in the third, he has struggled a little with the strike zone. The 3-0, 4-pitch walk. The Blues will score a run with the bases loaded. Free pass. So third walk of the inning. Coming in to score will be Kieran Coleman. He comes in the easy way.
For your Blues is the right fielder, number 20, Caden Peoples.
Caden Peoples steps up with the bases loaded. Francis will deal. That one will miss low. So 5 straight out of the strike zone. The inning started with a walk to Coleman. Single by Sandry Hernandez, and then back-to-back walks to the 3 and 4 hole hitters as Peoples awaits the offering here. That one misses low. No real movement in the Yard Dogs pen at the moment. Just some general milling around, but Dane Francis will get the sign and he'll deal. That one buzzes the tower. 7 straight out of the strike zone. That looks like that with that pitch there's going to be a little bit more urgency in the bullpen there for the Yard Dogs. The 3-0 offering. 4-pitch walk, so back-to-back 4-pitch walks. 4th walk of the inning issued by the Yard Dogs.
Playing for your Blues is the first baseman, number 14, Eli Selby.
Eli Selby stabs to the plate. Meridian leads it 4-0 here. Selby singled and drove in a run back in the 2nd inning. He's got the bases loaded here with no one out. 6th batter of the inning for the Meridian Blues. Called strike on the outside corner. Walk, single, walk is how we got here in the inning. The 0-1, well off the plate. Evens accounted 1. On deck, Ryan Ratajczyk. That one skips in there. Valerius doing a good job of flagging that one down. 10 out of the last 11 outside the strike zone. If you are a Blues fan, that is fantastic. For the Yard Dog fans, that's concerning. The 2-1 to the first baseman. Trying to roll 2. They'll get the runner at second base, but there will be a run scored, an RBI there for Selby.
Next to the plate.
Retired at second base, Caden Peoples there on the ground ball to first base. So that one's 3-4. First out of the inning. McMillan scores. Runners add to corners. Ryan Ratajczyk at the plate. Outside corner to the right-handed hitting catcher. Selby's avoided first after the fielder's choice. Ladarius Clark over at third base. Runner goes. That one's lifted into right field. That could be trouble. That's going to... I'm not so sure that Ryan Ratajczyk could have had a better outcome there, as stealing the base or moving with the pitch anyway was Eli Selby. Ratajczyk against a little dying quail in behind first base for a base hit. He will get the RBI. 4 runs have plated here in the inning. Miguel Tejada Jr. at the plate. Tripled and drove in a run. Swinging first pitch. Softly hit into center field there. Landon Bailey makes the play.
Second baseman, number 25.
So 2 outs in the inning.
Christian.
9th batter of the inning, Jace Christian, comes to the plate. Six nothing your score here. The Blues have plated 4 in the inning. 4 runs on just 2 hits. 4 walks in the inning. Called a balk there, did the field umpire. Called that against Dane Francis there. So both runners advancing. Two more runners in scoring position here for the Blues. The 1-0. That one's too tall. Francis getting the sign there. Sets and deals. Misses outside. Jace Christian well ahead in the count here. As Francis looks in, he'll set there right at the belt. Christian will draw the walk. That'll once again load the bases.
Play for your Blues, shortstop Kieran Coleman.
5th walk of the inning. And back to the top of the stack here for Kieran Coleman. He walked and scored already this inning. And that will prompt the mound visit from the manager, John Byington. So that looks like Francis's night will be over. I'll take a brief break. We'll get you the pitch and change when we come back. The Blues lead at 6-0. We got a pitch and change for the Yard Dogs.
Our railroad moves North America,
expanding our legacy of excellence with each mile.
as leaders in innovation and service.
We are united by hard work and pride.
We safely deliver every day,
Connecting people,
connecting communities.
connecting nations. We are CPKC.
Together, we go places no one else can go.
The Yard Dogs go to the bullpen. They're going to go with the right-handed. Number 26, Christian Perez, Houston, Texas native. Perez making his 5th appearance of the season. He's pitched 7 innings. Walked 10, struck out 2. Kieran Coleman batting for the 2nd time this inning. He walked and scored earlier in the inning. Off speed there, called strike on the outside corner. Bases loaded here. 2 outs in the inning. The 0-1. Again on the outside corner. Nothing in 2 to the right-handed hitting Kieran Coleman. Perez will set at the belt. A little too tall there. A ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting Kieran Coleman. Christian Perez on the bump. He'll set at the belt. The 1-2. Coleman will go down on strikes. And Perez comes in and gets the job done.
It was 4 runs on 2 base hits.
4 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. And the Blues, they strand 3. After 3 completes, we got a 6-0 lead for your Blues. We'll be right back. More Meridian Blues baseball.
John Andrews, if you notice, he's got Crocs on. So Mojo, you better step it up. He's ready to play. All right, are you guys ready to go? On your mark, get set, go! Come on, wow, let's get so fast! Come on, let's get look at it, yeah! We have our champion, guys! It's okay, you'll get next time. You'll get next time, Mojo. Good job.
Once again, fans, reminder, game 2 of our 3-game series with the Bryan Yard Dogs back here tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch. Of course, be sure to like and follow Meridian Blues on Facebook. As we head to the top of the 4th inning this evening at Skaggs Field, leading the inning off for the Yard Dogs is the second baseman, number 6.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. Here, the top half of inning number 4. 2, 3, and 4, 2 up for the Yard Dogs. It'll be Wiley, Reed, and Selke out for his 4th inning of work. The right-hander for the Blues, Justin Pritchett. Pritchett works from the first base side of the rubber. He'll wind it deep. That's in there for a called strike. I really did. I enjoyed talking to Justin before the ball game and got an opportunity to visit with him a little bit about the start coming up tonight. That one's flared over in foul territory just beyond the third base coach's box. Mason McMillan will squeeze it, and Jake Wiley pops out to the third baseman over there in foul territory. But to finalize that thought, Pritchett just really excited about getting out here and taking the mound for the Blues. Aubrey Reed steps to the plate. Reed will take that one inside. Called strike. Reed popped up to the second baseman to end inning number 1. Second time through the lineup here for Pritchett. Screamer down the right field line and foul. 6 runs on 4 hits for the Blues tonight. No runs on 2 hits there for the Yard Dogs. It's about 8.5 hours between Meridian and Bryan. Ranging over as a second baseman, backhand. What a play! Jace Christian flashing the leather there for the Blues. Goes deep in the hole with the backhand. Fires it across the diamond. And Aubrey Reed is retired. A dandy of a play there by the Blues second baseman. Fantastic job right there by Jace Christian. Nice backhand and a good strong throw for the second out of the inning. Blake Selke steps to the plate. Outside corner called strike. Finishing that thought, 8.5 hours door to door between Meridian and Bryan, Texas. I was talking with the manager, John Byington, before the game. He said they had to make 3 stops and stretched it out to 10+ hours. Just a long day to be on the road. Justin Pritchett ahead in the count here against the left-handed hitting Blake Selke. That's the DH. Selke will go down on strikes. And in the 4th, the Yard Dogs go down in order after 4 complete, 6-0. The Blues lead it. We'll be back. More Blues baseball.
Are you traveling to Meridian soon? Discover 2 exceptional Hilton hotels in 1 convenient location. Whether you're here visiting for business, sports, family travel, or a weekend getaway, you'll find the comfort and amenities you're looking for. Enjoy spacious guest rooms, fitness centers, indoor and outdoor pools, complimentary hot breakfast at Hampton Inn, and an on-site restaurant and bar at Hilton Garden Inn. Hilton Garden Inn and Hampton Inn Meridian. Ready when you arrive.
You want your balloon? Go back. Come on, guys. This is a race. Oh, they're doing a hot strategy. Let's see. Yeah! Second place is first keeper. You got close. Round of applause for our contestants over here, guys.
Don't forget to stop by the concession stand here at the ballpark, which is located on the main concourse right underneath the press box. Fuel up, cheer loud, and go Blues! Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field, the home half.
Hernandez.
The home half of the 4th inning here. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Sandry Hernandez, Mason McMillan, and Ladarius Clark. The 1-0. That ball's lifted into left. Drifting back is the left fielder, Encarnacion at the track. And Josue Encarnacion will squeeze it. Hernandez gave it a ride, but flies out to the warning track and left.
Is the third baseman, number 23, Mason McMillan.
Perez to the plate. McMillan will take that one outside the strike zone. The 1-0 offering from Perez, too far inside. Christian Perez came in relief. Got the final out of the 3rd inning. He's got 1 out here in the 4th. McMillan swings through that one. The 2-1 on the way. Off speed there, and McMillan fooled. Evens the count at 2. The 2-2 from Perez. Well off the plate. That'll run the count full. Blues on top 6-0 here as Perez will wind and deal. McMillan will go down on strikes. Second out of the inning, second strikeout for Christian Perez. Ladarius Clark steps to the plate. Clark's walked twice, scored twice, stolen a base, and gotten an RBI as he swings at the first pitch. That one's going to get down in left center. Clark rounding first base. Looks like he wants to go for 2. Stand-up double there for Ladarius Clark. Clark with his first base hit of the night puts the Blues in scoring position, and Caden Peoples steps to the plate 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's got a walk and an RBI. Clark with great wheels at second base. You would think anything to the grass here would give the Blues an opportunity to tack on another run. Christian Perez has relied on the breaking ball and off-speed pitch here. That one's ripped down the left field line and fouled. Perez has struck out 2 of the 4 batters that he's faced, but not a guy that throws the ball. He's not just running it up there. Like I said, he's really relied on the breaking ball and the off-speed there. Caden Peoples awaits the 0-1. Down the third base line and fair. Ladarius Clark rounds third, and he'll cruise in as Peoples will slide in for an RBI double. So back-to-back doubles. That one was just inside the third base bag.
Next to the plate is your Blues first baseman, number 14, Eli Selby.
Eli Selby steps to the plate. Back-to-back 2-out doubles as Selby, he's 1 for 2 with a pair of RBI. That one misses outside. Selby, the left-handed hitting first baseman. The 1-0. Again with the off speed. That has given the Blues some issues here in the first couple of batters that have faced Christian Perez. Blues lead at 7-0. Lifted into shallow center field, deep shortstop. Going back is the shortstop Gavin Shaddix. Selby will fly out to short. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and the Blues strand one. We'll be right back. More Blues baseball from Skaggs Field.
Hey there, how's it going? We got some hula hoop and some kids out here. So we're going to do a competition, guys. Let's see who can keep the hula hoop up the longest. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Out here already. For the girls. Who's it going to be? Oh, yeah.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Yard Dogs is the left fielder, number 9, Josue Encarnacion.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Yard Dogs. It'll be Encarnacion, Bailey, and Guerrero. Encarnacion struck out back in inning number 2 as he takes that one outside. Ball 1. Out for his 5th inning of work, Justin Pritchett deals the 1-0, fouled straight back. That'll even the count at 1. Pritchett the 1-1. This is a little tall here. Let's talk with Mickey Callaway before the ball game tonight. Feels like the ball club's pretty well rested after the 9-day break. The 2-2. Said he feels really good about, this next several games. Says he feels like they got great opportunities to compete and win some games and get above 500. The rest obviously good to help some of those tired arms on the pitching staff as Pritchett deals and gets the strikeouts. So Encarnacion goes down for the 2nd time on strikes.
Next to the plate batting for the Yard Dogs is the center fielder, 25, Landon Bailey.
Landon Bailey will step to the plate. Grounded into the double play to end inning number 2. So his 2nd time to see Pritchett tonight. That one right over the helmet there of Landon Bailey. Pritchett the 1-0. Down the right field line and foul. Yeah, I got a chance to visit with several of the guys before the ball game tonight. And everybody's seen the same type of enthusiasm for getting back out onto the field. Little chopper there to Justin Pritchett, and he bounces off the mound. Then he couldn't decide whether he wanted to throw it overhand or give it the old underhand flip, and just a little toss over there. Bailey retired. 1-3. Six retired in a row there by Pritchett as he gets Jason Guerrero to swing through 1. 4 strikeouts on the night for Pritchett as he gives the nod. The 0-1 off the plate there. 7-0 ball game in favor of the Blues. 7 runs on 6 hits. No runs on 2 hits for the Yard Dogs. Softly hit toward Pritchett. He ranges it over. Flips underhand. A 1-2-3 inning for the Blues. After 4.5, it's a 7-0 ball game. Blues lead it. We'll be right back. More Blues baseball from Skaggs Field.
Sometimes it's just you and the work ahead. But in Meridian, new faces never stay alone for long. Here, community steps in beside you.
Welcome to Meridian.
Meridian Mutual. Built by community and proud to sponsor the Meridian Blues.
Leading off the inning for your Blues is the catcher, number 28, Bryan.
Ratajczak to lead it off here in the home half of the fifth. 1 for 2 all the afternoon as Ryan. He got an RBI and a single back in the third inning. Back out on the mound, Christian Perez for the Yard Dogs. The 1-1, Ratajczak to the third baseman, throws across the diving, leaping over there is Guerrero. It almost got away from Aubrey Reed, but Guerrero leaps up, pulls it down, and Ratajczak is out on the ground ball to third base. Miguel Tejada Jr. coming to the plate. Got a couple little messages there from folks that are tuned into the ball game. Blues fans and Yard Dogs fans alike. All the way from Grapevine, Texas, Steve and Sandra Wiley. They're checking out a little Yard Dog baseball in support of number 6, Jake Wiley. So big tip of the cap to Steve and Sandra out there in Texas. Tejada Jr. swings through that one. Also watching from McAllen, Texas, Kathy Walski. Big shout out to her son, number 10, Jorge Melendez. So tip of the cap to Kathy out there in McAllen, Texas. Tejada Jr. is going to go down on strikes. Thought that one was outside, as did I.
Second baseman, number 25, Jace Christian.
Jace Christian making his way to the plate. Christian swinging first pitch there. That'll go foul. The Blues added a new assistant coach, Greg McBride. He's coaching third base tonight. Had an opportunity to introduce myself to Coach McBride earlier. Christian not going on the check swing, evens the count at 1. It's just super cool that, you know, folks from all over the country, all over the world can tune into a platform like YouTube and watch Mid-America League Baseball here, right here in Meridian, Mississippi. And the folks tuning in tonight, appreciate you sending me that message. The 2-1. Too far inside. Jace Christian 0 for 1 with a walk. Way ahead in the count here is Perez will wind a deal. That ball's going to be a base knock into right center field. Jace Christian's picking him up and putting him down. He wants to get 2. Yes, sir! Stand up, 2-out double for the Blues second baseman, Jace Christian. He was thinking double out of the box. And Christian's got himself in scoring position. Back to the top of the stack will be Kieran Coleman. Coleman 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Takes that one low in the zone. Coleman was the first batter that Perez faced to end the third. 2 outs and a runner at second base. Inside corner called strike. The 1-1. Swinging through that one again was Coleman. Coleman has not fared well against the off speed there from Christian Perez. The 1-2 all the way. Chop to the shortstop. That's Shaddix. Throws across the diamond. Did he get him in time? That's a nice job on the back end of that by Jason Guerrero. As Coleman will ground out to the shortstop. No runs on one hit. There were no errors in the Blues. They strand one. After 5, it's 7-0 in Blues. We'll be right back. More Meridian Blues baseball from Skaggs Field.
Leading off the inning for the Yard Dogs, right?
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. Top of the 6th inning. 8-9-1 due up. So it'll be Higginbotham, Valerius, and then back to the top of the stack there for Shaddix. Justin Pritchett out on the mound. Inside corner evens the count at 1. So 6th inning of work started here for the right-hander for the Blues. The 1-1. Off the plate there, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on the way. Misses outside. The Yard Dogs were retired in order in the 4th and then again in the 5th. Ripped through the right side there as the Yard Dogs have got themselves a base hit to lead it off here in the 6th. Ty Higginbotham shoots it into right.
Next to play for the Yard Dogs is the...
That'll bring to the plate Taylor Valerius. Valerius in his only plate appearance tonight struck out back in inning number 3. Valerius has grounded into a double play this season. Takes that one low in the zone. Pritchett gets that one in there for a called strike. Pritchett will set and deal. Chop to the third baseman. McMillan comes in, fires on the run. Boom, he got him. Valerius grounds out to the third baseman. First out of the inning. Higginbotham will advance to second base there on the play, and that'll flip the lineup over for the Yard Dogs. Gavin Shaddix stepping in. Being slid a message here and say a big shout out to Jennifer Jones. said she would love to. Excited. They said she was excited to see her grandson Aubrey Reed play. And Aubrey, the starting third baseman for the Yard Dogs. So, Miss Jennifer, we appreciate you tuning in to the ball game tonight. The 1-1 pitch all the way. That ball's ripped over the leaping third baseman McMillan. The Yard Dogs are going to play to run. Gavin Shaddix with a line drive. RBI single to get the Yard Dogs on the board there. Excuse me, RBI double. Right down the left field line there. That ball was well struck.
Is the second baseman Jake Wiley.
That'll bring to the plate Jake Wiley. Wiley, the left-handed hitting second baseman. He's 0 for 2 all the night. Takes that one outside the strike zone. So the 1-0 offering. Outside corner called strike. Our friends from Katy, Texas, tuned into the broadcast tonight. The Ratajczyk family following from Katy, Texas, as that one will find its way out of play down the just over the third base dugout. So Wiley behind the count here, 1-2. Wiley listed 6'3", 210. Collegiately playing at St. Edward's University. Pritchett looks in and gets a sign. The 1-2. Hit to the second baseman. On to 2 hop. Nice clean play there by Jace Christian. And Wiley is retired on the ground ball to second base. That's the second out of the inning.
Is the third baseman Aubrey Reed.
The Yard Dogs have played it a run here in the inning. They've got another just 90 feet away. And Aubrey Reed stepping to the plate. Reed's 0 for 2. Swinging first pitch toward the on-deck circle there. Blake Selke fielding that one there is the on-deck hitter. Pritchett deals the 0-1, a little tall there. Evens the count at 1. First game of this series between the Blues and the Yard Dogs. They've got a 3-game series this week. The 1-1, too far inside. On the season, the Yard Dogs lead this matchup 3-1. But Meridian in the lead here, 7-1. Top of the 6th inning. Pritchett misses inside. 3-1 to count. The Yard Dogs have plated 1 here on 2 hits in the 6th. 3-1 on the way. That ball's ripped down the left field line. Is it going to stay fair? Fair ball. It's going to be extra bases there for Aubrey Reed. Back-to-back doubles here. I say back-to-back. So two hits here in the inning. Extra base hits.
Designated hitter at the plate batting for the Yard Dogs, Blake Selke.
The inning started with a single. Ground ball to third. Double. Ground ball to second. Double. Blake Selke stepping in. The Yard Dogs have played it too. That one scooted away from Ratajczyk, but not far enough away for anyone to try to advance. Looks like the skipper, Mickey Callaway, wants to talk it over with the right-hander, see how he was feeling. Remind me that I can tell you all about Thirsty Thursday that'll take place every Thursday here at the ballpark. Sponsored by Yingling. Every Thursday you can get $1 beers all night long. And I tell you what, if you're a Yingling fan, you can spread your wings and get dollar beers here on Thirsty Thursday. And show up before the game about 30 minutes prior to the first pitch. Several of the Meridian Blues players sign autographs at the autograph table right in behind the main concourse here. Pretty cool that you can meet the players, talk a little baseball, get some autographs, take some photographs, and tell you what, it's a good time had by all. The 2-0. Low in the zone there. The meeting at the mound was a short one, and I'm sure Mickey just kind of checking on Justin to see how he feels and trying to get through this sixth inning with no more damage. Outside corner called strike. Justin Pritchett will lean in, and he'll get the sign there for Brutajczyk. The 3-1. Called strike at the top of the strike zone. Selke thought he had the base on ball. Actually, I thought he might have had the base on ball as well. Home plate umpire Adam Boyette thought otherwise. That'll run the count full. The payoff. Lifted into left field. Should be playable there for Miguel Tejada Jr. Tejada drops it. An error in left field. Nonchalant there in left field as Tejada dropped the pop-up there. Selke's aboard on the E7. And another run will score. Tough break for the Blues.
Yard Dogs is 16, Daniel Williams.
Got a pinch hitter coming in. Daniel Williams hitting in the spot for Josue Encarnacion. Unearned run there. That one's hit to the second baseman, Jace Christian. He'll make the play, and that'll do it.
3 runs come home in the
Williams will ground out.
1 runner left aboard.
3 runs score in the inning.
All right, let's send it back down to the first.
And we'll take a break. When we be back, more Meridian Blues baseball.
Mississippi's oldest live music scene rocks. Come to downtown Meridian for national touring acts at 2 landmark theaters. Enjoy family-friendly festivals like the 3-Foot Festival in April and the week-long Jimmy Rogers Festival in May, honoring the Meridian native who invented country music. See up-and-coming talent at the Full Moon on 5th Outdoor Concert Series or jamming in a brew pub. Great food, craft beers, art, and live music. Follow the music to Meridian. It's good vibes for all.
Once again, folks, don't forget to visit our concession stand downstairs in the main concourse. Fuel up, cheer loud, and go Blues. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for your Blues is the center fielder, number 13, Sandry Hernandez.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Blues. It'll be Hernandez, McMillan, and Clark. Christian Perez back out on the bump there for the Yard Dogs. It's a 7-3 ball game. Hernandez thought about trying to bunt his way aboard, thought better of it. 3 runs on 5 hits. For the Yard Dogs as Hernandez lays down the bunt, fielded by Perez. Is it in time? It is.
Next to the plate,
Hernandez, if he gets that a little more third base side of the mound, he is on easily, but doing a good job there is Christian Perez. 1 out in the inning. Mason McMillan 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. McMillan way out in front. McMillan, one of the leading hitters on this ball club for Meridian, has seemed a bit off balance tonight. The 0-1. McMillan will get hit by the pitch, so he's aboard. Ladarius Clark
next to the plate, batting for your Blues,
stepping to the plate.
DH number 1, Ladarius Clark.
Ladarius Clark 1 for 1 with 2 walks, 3 runs scored. Fouls that one off. 2 walks, a double, 3 runs scored, an RBI and a stolen base. Behind in the count here, 0-1. Runner goes, sliding in scorpion style. As McMillan may have gotten shaken up right there, as he did not slide at all. It was as if he just stuck right into the turf. That looked painful. McMillan does get to his feet and trots off there. Boy, I tell you what, that's not it's not the way you see folks sliding there on the artificial surface, but it was almost like he stopped. Miss Irene Perez, a little shout out to her son tonight who's on the bump. Appreciate you tuning in, Miss Irene.
Everybody clap your hands.
Christian Perez came in, got 1 out in the 3rd. He's given up 1 run since then. He's really kept the Blues off balance. As Clark, 1 hopper to the 3rd baseman. Strong throw across the diamond there by Aubrey Reed. And the Blues retired in order. After 6 complete, it's a 7-3 ball game. Blues in the lead. We'll be right back. More Blues baseball from Skaggs Field.
At East Mississippi Oral and Facial Surgery, Meridian native Dr. Asif Lala is renowned at managing a wide array of problems relating to the mouth, teeth, and facial regions, including but not limited to wisdom teeth extraction, dental implants, sleep apnea, jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and Botox cosmetic. Using the most recent advances in dental technology, let Dr. Lala restore your mouth back to its original function so you can finally smile with confidence.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here comes next song. Let's go, Dylan. Oh, is that the ballet? Aw. Take a little roll. Ooh, little prance. All right, last song. Somewhere, I guess. All right, I gotta go based off my eyes. Honestly, I think Blue Dinosaur won that time, guys. I mean, I think the country was the best. Big round of applause for our dinosaurs, guys.
Leading off the top of the 7th inning.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field, top of the 7th inning. Due up for the Yard Dogs, 6, 7, and 8. It'll be Bailey Guerrero and Higginbotham. Pritchett back out on the mound for the Blues. Popped up all the right side. Ranging over there is the second baseman, Jace Christian. And Landon Bailey will be out on the pop-up to the second baseman, out number 1.
Next to play for the Yard Dogs is the first baseman.
So Jason Guerrero steps up. He's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Guerrero playing first base. He had a nice defensive pick over there about an inning or so ago. As Pritchett will wide indeed. Pritchett through the first 6 innings, he's given up 3 runs on just 5 hits. 2 of those earned. That one's popped up on the right side. Caden Peoples settles hundreds. And Guerrero's retired on the fly ball to right. 2 quick outs here in the 7th inning.
Next to the plate for the Yard Dogs, right fielder Ty Higginbotham.
We'll be right back here tomorrow night. Game number 2 of the 3-game series. Pritchett with a nod. That's in there for a called strike. Higginbotham. He's got 2 knocks on the night. He's 2 for 2. Scored back in the 6th inning. Swings through that one. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1. Fouled it into the screen there. 1-2 the count. Aubrey Reed on that foul ball. Actually saw Aubrey prior to the ball game. Grabbing a quick snack at the concession stand there. He made the statement it was a long trip. Pritchett to 2-2. That'll run the count full. Ty Higginbotham trying to find something here with 2 outs. The payoff. Higginbotham with his 3rd hit of the night. Higginbotham was not on this team when the Yard Dogs came the first time, and he has been white hot tonight. 3 of the 6 hits belong to the 8-hole hitter Ty Higginbotham, and that'll turn it over to Taylor Valerius. Valerius 0 for 2 on the night, strikeout and ground ball to third base. Top half of inning number 7. We've got a 7-3 ball game. Called strike there. Pritchett has pitched 6 2/3. The 0-1. Foul ball in behind the screen here. Valerius, the Yard Dogs catcher, hitting in the 9 spot. Pritchett will set and deal. Runner goes. Ratajczyk with a nice strong throw. Did he get him? Called safe at second base. The throw was slightly up the line. So Higginbotham in with the stolen base. A ball and 2 strikes to Taylor Valerius. The Blues right-hander, Diaz, off speed, chop to the third baseman, backhand by McMillan. Throws across the diamond, adjusting at first base. is Eli Selby. And Taylor Valerius grounds out to the third baseman for the second time. No runs on one hit, no errors. The Yard Dogs, they strand one after 6.5. 7-3 your score, Blues in the lead.
We have our 7th inning stretch here tonight. The Meridian Blues, of course, with the United States of America. We are celebrating 250 years of freedom. And here tonight with our friends at the Meridian Rotary Club, we're going to take just a few moments with a special performance of God Bless America. Here to perform God Bless America tonight, representing the Rotary Club, is Zena Limerick.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Zena Limerick and the Meridian Rotary Club here tonight at the ballpark. And now, folks, it's time to get up and stretch. It is the 7th inning stretch with your Meridian Blues. Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for your Blues is the right fielder, number 20, Caden Peoples.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field, the home half of the 7th inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Caden Peoples takes that one outside for ball one. Back out on the mound for the Yard Dogs, Christian Perez. It's a right-hander. The 1-0. It's going to be a base knock up the middle. Caden Peoples leads it off here in the 7th with a base hit up the middle.
Next to the plate batting is your Blues first baseman,
Eli Selby.
Eli Selby.
Selby 1 for 3 on the night. Got a pair of RBIs. He scored a run back in inning number 2. As Selby steps in to face Perez. Well out in front there. Perez will deal. Misses outside. The 1-1 from Perez. Skaggs Field, home to the Eagles of Meridian Community College. Nice little partnership here with the Blues and MCC. As Perez nods and deals. Again, well off the plate. The starter, Dane Francis, he went 3 2/3. Gave up 6 runs on 4 hits. Walked 6 and struck out 3. As Selby's aboard with a free pass.
Stepping to the plate for your Blues is the catcher, number 28, Ryan Ratajczyk.
Ryan Ratajczyk steps to the plate, 1 for 3 on the night. Couple of ground outs to third base. Had a little bloop single to right back in the 3rd inning. Fouls that one over the first base dugout. Perez came in back in the 3rd. We're in the home half of the 7th. Both runners go. Ratajczyk lifts it into left. I'm sure if Ratajczyk had the opportunity there, he'd just let that one go. And Caden Peoples had third base stolen. Ratajczyk flies out to left for the first out of the inning. Miguel Tejada Jr., 1 for 3, tripled, drove in a run back in inning number 2. He's since flown out to center field and struck out looking. Tejada way out in front of that one. Miguel Tejada Jr., the native of Paravia, Dominican Republic, signed with the Phillies back in 2019. Takes that one outside, evens the count at 1. The 1-1. That one's a little tall there. You can see Perez there. He gets the side and just a little nod there to Valerius. Tejada pops that one up behind the plate. Should be plenty of room there for Valerius. And Tejada retired on the pop-up to the catcher there right in behind the plate.
Now stepping to the plate for your Blues is the second baseman, number 25, Jason.
The inning started off with a single and a walk and then back-to-back pop-ups. So first and second with no outs has now turned into first and second with 2 outs. Jace Christian at the plate. Lifts that one into right field. Coming in there is Ty Higginbotham, and that will do it for the Blues. In the 7th, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. The Blues, they strand 2. After 7 complete, it's a 7-3 ball game. For the Blues, we'll be right back to Skaggs Field.
pitching for your Blues. From Enterprise, Mississippi, number 11, Toby Thornhill. Hitting off the top of the 8th inning.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. Top of the 8th inning. The Meridian Blues, they're going to go to the bullpen. They're going to go with the right-hander. Number 11, Toby Thornhill. Thornhill will face the top of the stack. It'll be Shaddix, Wiley, and Reed. The 0-1. Lifted into right field. Ranging over there is Peoples, and Peoples will make the grab. Shaddix flies out to right for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th inning.
Next to the plate batting for the Yard Dogs, second baseman Jake Wiley.
Jake Wiley, the second baseman, making his way to the plate. Thornhill, the right-hander, sets there at the chest there. That one's going to skip in and catch Wiley right on the foot, and it may have ricocheted and got Ratajczak as well.
Next to the plate batting for the Yard Dogs, third baseman Aubrey Reed.
Aubrey Reed making his way to the plate. Drove in a run and scored a run back in the 6th. He's 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Thornhill, the right-hander. He'll work from the stretch there. First base side of the rubber. Runner goes. Strong throw by Ratajczak. That's not even close. Boom, got him. Ratajczak with a laser beam. Caught stealing there. Sack it out of the inning. Ratajczak just unloads that one to second base. Right on the money. 2 outs in the inning. The 2-0. Ratajczak's done a pretty good job behind the plate for the Blues this summer. He's thrown out several base runners. The 3-0. That's in there for a called strike. So Aubrey Reed at the plate ahead in the count here, 3-1. Thornhill misses outside. So after a quick fly out, it was a hit by a pitch, a caught stealing. And then the free pass issued.
Is the designated hitter, Blake Selke.
Blake Selke makes his way to the plate. Selke from Tomball, Texas. Collegiately at Oakland University. Thornhill to the plate, misses that one. Two outs and a runner aboard at first. The top of the 8th inning. Thornhill struggling to find the strike zone here. Again behind in the count, 2-0. Justin Pritchett gave us 7 innings. He gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. Only 2 of the runs were earned. He had no walks and struck out 4, so a nice outing for Justin Pritchett. Thornhill in relief here in the 8th. The 2-1. Fouled back there. Evens the count at 2. So 2's across the board. 2 balls. 2 strikes and 2 outs. Thornhill gets the sign. He'll set there at the chest. The 2-2 on the way. Too far inside. Reed will be off to the races here as Thornhill goes to the plate with a full count here, 2 outs. At the plate's Blake Selke. The payoff. Walked him. 3rd free pass of the inning. Inning started with Gavin Shaddix flying out to right field. The hit by a pitch turned into a caught stealing. And then back-to-back walks.
16, Daniel Williams.
Brings to the plate the left fielder, Daniel Williams. He came in for Josue Encarnacion back in the 6th inning. That's a called strike. Williams in his first plate appearance grounded out to the second baseman. The 0-1. Swinging through that one there is Williams. So 0-2 there to the right-handed hitting left fielder. Thornhill to the plate. Skips that one in there. The ball and 2 strikes. Aboard at second base, that's Aubrey Reed. He got aboard via the free pass. Blake Selke over at first base. Blues lead it 7-3. Thornhill to the plate. Again, too far outside the strike zone. That one was a little tall. 2's across the board once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 base runners aboard. Top of inning number 8. Thornhill takes a peek at second base. He'll deal. Strike him out. Williams goes down on strikes for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs on no hits. There were no errors and 2 base runners left. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. The Blues lead it 7-3. We'll be right back to Skaggs Field.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Once again, a big thanks to our friends at Visit Meridian here on 2 for Tuesdays. 2 for Tuesdays all season long, brought to you by Visit Meridian here with your Meridian Blues. Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning for your Blues is the shortstop, number 19, Kieran Coleman.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field, back to the top of the stack for the Blues here in the home half of the 8th inning. Coleman, Hernandez, and McMillan due up. Coleman fouls that one off. The 0-1. Misses low, so evens the count at 1. Coleman on the night 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts, a walk, and a run scored. Grounded out to the shortstop back in the 5th inning. Coleman just does not look comfortable at the plate. There's kind of an emergency swing there, fouls it off. Off speed, misses low. Evens the count at 2. Christian Perez back out. Coleman rips one into center field. Base knock here to lead it off in the Blues' 8th inning. That'll bring to the plate Sandri Hernandez.
This is the center fielder, number 13, Sandri Hernandez.
Hernandez, 1 for 4 on the night. Singleton scored back in the 3rd inning. Grounded out to the pitcher back in the 6th. That's his last plate appearance. Christian Perez has done a good job. Came in, got the final out of the 3rd inning. He pitched the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. He's pitching into the 8th here, and he's given up just the 1 run. Perez yielded his lone run in his first full inning of work back in the 4th inning, but since then has done a great job. Runner goes for the Blues, sliding in there is Kieran Coleman. He swipes a bag. 1-1 count here to Sandri Hernandez. Perez to the plate. Called strike there. A ball and 2 strikes to Hernandez. Hernandez from Cuba. The 1-2. Fouls that one off. He was way out in front, was Hernandez. Was able to put a little bit of the bat on it, stays alive. The 1-2 pitch all the way. That ball's lifted into center field. Going back as a center fielder. Bailey, that's going to get over his head. A run's going to score for the Blues. Extra base is there for Hernandez. Stand-up RBI double for Sandri Hernandez. And the Blues tack on another run to extend their lead. 8-3 here in the home half of the 8th.
Playing for your Blues is 23, Mason McMillan.
Mason McMillan will step to the plate. McMillan swinging first pitch, fouls it over the first base dugout. McMillan 0 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch. Got caught stealing back in inning number 6. He's up here in the home half of the 8th with a runner in scoring position, nobody out. McMillan again way out in front. Perez does not wow you with the velo, but he's kept the Blues off balance with the off speed, the 0-2. McMillan Shoots that one into center field. That's going to drop in for a knock. Advancing to third base there is Sandry Hernandez. So a base hit to center for McMillan.
Batting for your Blues is the designated hitter, number 1, Ladarius Clark.
Runners at the corners for the Blues. Ladarius Clark steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with 3 runs scored. He's driven in a run, stolen a base. Clark with an opportunity here to add some insurance runs for the Blues. They lead it 8-3. Perez to the plate. Runner goes. Sliding in safe. And the Blues will steal a run. So McMillan steals second base. And Ladarius Clark. Sandry Hernandez comes to the plate there and tacks on another run. Clark at the plate. Big swing there. (9-3) your score in favor of the Blues. The 1-1 to Clark. Too far outside. Perez, the 2-1. Chopped foul toward the third base coach's box. Inning started with a single by Kieran Coleman. Stole the base. Sandry Hernandez doubled, drove in a run. Mason McMillan got aboard with a single and a couple of stolen bases. Equals another run for the Blues. That one's too tall. Perez has pitched 4 1/3. Swinging through that one is Clark, but swiping another bag there is Mason McMillan.
Next to the plate batting for your Blues is the right fielder, number 20, Caden Peoples.
Clark goes down swinging. Caden Peoples will step to the plate. Peoples 2 for 3 with a walk. Pair RBI. Singled in his last plate appearance back in inning number 7. 9-3 ball game. Run number 10 just 90 feet away. Peoples takes that one inside. Called strike. The 1-1. Lifted onto the right side. Coming in as the right fielder. Higginbotham will make the play. And staying at third base will be McMillan. Peoples retired on the fly out to right.
Number 14, Eli Selby.
Eli Selby. 1 for 3. Singled and scored. Drove in a run back in inning number 2. Walked in the 7th. 2 outs and a runner aboard. Well off the plate there. Light tossing there in the Yard Dogs bullpen as Perez misses outside. It's a 9-3 ball game. 9 runs on 11 hits for the Blues. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Yard Dogs of Bryan, Texas. The 3-0. Selby will collect his second walk of the night.
Next to the plate is your Blues catcher,
Ryan Ratajczyk. 1 for 4 tonight is Ryan. He drove in a run and singled back in inning number 3. Ratajczyk will take that one inside for a called strike. Runners at the corners for the Blues. Home half of the 8th inning. Ratajczyk way out in front. The 0-2 from Perez. Ratajczyk will go down looking.
Blues pick up a couple of runs in the bottom of the 8th inning and leave 2 runners.
2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and the Blues, they strand a pair. We head to the top of the 9th inning. The Blues lead at 9-3. We'll be right back.
I'm Mayor Percy Bland. People often ask me what momentum looks like. It's more than construction projects, more than new investments, more than new announcements. Momentum is changing lives. It's creating opportunities for families, supporting local businesses, and investing in neighborhoods. That's the city of momentum. That's Meridian, Mississippi.
Want to remind all the kiddos here at the ballpark tonight, as soon as the ball game wraps up tonight, it'll be Kids Run the Bases for Free, brought to you by Canes. That'll be at the conclusion of tonight's ball game.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field, top of the 9th inning. Due up for the Yard Dogs. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Bailey Guerrero and Higginbotham.
Eli Edmiston.
Dalton Juden on the mound, the right-hander for the Blues. Swinging first pitch there. Got a pinch hitter. That's number 23. Edmiston, Eli Edmiston. Edmiston behind in the count here, 0-2. Facing Juden. Juden will get the strikeouts. First out of the inning.
First baseman batting for the Yard Dogs.
So Jason Guerrero will step to the plate. Guerrero 0 for 3. First look at the right-hander. Dalton Juden winds and deals. Catches the outside corner. Second appearance for the right-hander. He's pitched 2 innings. Walked 2 and struck out 3. The 1-1. Misses low. Opponent's hitting .222 against the right-hander. He's given up just 2 hits in his 2 innings of work on the season. The 2-1. Guerrero will draw the walk. So a strikeout and a walk here in the inning. Ty Higginbotham has been just white hot tonight. 3 for 3 with 3 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. 1 out and a runner aboard. Juden, inside corner, called strike. The 0-1 lifted into left field, should be playable for Tejada. Tejada basically didn't even have to move as Higginbotham flies out to left field for out number 2.
Next to play for the Yard Dogs is the catcher, number 4, Taylor Valeris.
Taylor Valeris at the plate with 2 out and a runner aboard. Valeris with a couple of ground outs to third base, a strikeout, as well as he takes that one for a called strike. Juden will deal. Valeris, a big swing there, takes him to a knee. 0-2 to Taylor Valeris. Juden gets the side. Runner goes. Valeris will strike out. And that will do it for the Yard Dogs. In the 9th, the Blues pick up the win. We'll take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the stats here from Skaggs Field.
Our railroad moves North America,
expanding our legacy of excellence with each mile.
as leaders in innovation and service.
We are united by hard work and pride.
We safely deliver every day,
Connecting people,
connecting communities.
connecting nations. We are CPKC.
Together, we go places no one else can go.
Yard Dogs 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and they stranded 6. The Meridian Blues tonight 9 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, and the Blues, they stranded 11 tonight. The Blues starter Justin Pritchett will pick up the win. He threw 7 innings. He gave up 3 runs on 6 hits. He had 4 strikeouts.
Be safe driving home, and as always,
Dane Francis will be tabbed with a loss. He pitched 3 2/3. He gave up 6 runs on 4 hits. He walked 6 and struck out 3. Christian Perez in relief had a really nice night in the relief role. 5 1/3 innings. He gave up 3 runs on 7 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 5. Looking at the offense for the Yard Dogs, a double by Gavin Shattuck. He had a double, a run scored, and an RBI. Aubrey Reed had a double. Also scored a run and had an RBI. And a 3-hit night for Ty Higginbotham. He was 3 for 4 with a run scored and a stolen base. So a nice job there by Higginbotham, hitting in the 8th spot for the Yard Dogs. For the Meridian Blues, Justin Pritchett, as I said, 7 innings pitched, 3 runs, 6 hits. He struck out 4. Toby Thornhill came in through 1 inning. He walked 2, struck out 1, and hit 1. And Dalton Juden came in one inning pitched, one walk and 2 strikeouts. Kieran Coleman tonight offensively for the Blues. Scored a couple of runs. He singled and stole a base there in the 8th inning. Sandri Hernandez, he had a pair of runs scored as well. He had 2 hits all the night and drove in a run. Mason McMillan did not have the night that he would have liked to have had. He was way out in front tonight. He had a couple of free passes. He did get a single, scored a run, and stole a pair of bases. Ladarius Clark was on base all night long, it seemed. He was 1 for 3 with 2 walks, 3 runs scored, and a stolen base. Caden Peoples tonight had a pair of RBIs. He went 2 for 4 all the night, so Peoples doing a good job there in right field. Eli Selby, 1 for 3 on the night, a pair of RBIs, and a run scored. He got a couple of walks as well. Ryan Ratajczyk had a hit and an RBI. That happened back in the 3rd inning. Miguel Tejada Jr., he tripled and drove in a run back in the 2nd inning. And in the 9th spot, Jace Christian tonight went 1 for 3 with a double. But at the end of the night, the one that matters, the Blues, they put a win in the W column. They moved to 10-12 overall. They're 2-3 against the Yard Dogs. All the season, they've won 4 in a row, and the Yard Dogs, they fall to 12-14. They fall 3-2 to the Blues this season, but good night for baseball. The first of 16 games in the next 17 days. And we will see both of these teams back here tomorrow night, 7:05 the first pitch. We'll have it right here on YouTube. And before we go, the Meridian Blues would like to thank the following corporate partners. That includes Meridian Mutual Federal Credit Union, Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railroad, Citizens National Bank, Great Southern Bank, Hilton Garden Inn and Hampton Inn right here in Meridian. Our friends over at Lauderdale County, Magnolia Beverage, Meridian Air National Guard, USAA, and Visit Meridian. And a big-time tip of the cap to the folks that makes this thing makes it go here. Our public address announcer, Robbie Atkinson. Our sports media wizard, Mr. Matt Milner. Our videographer, Hunter Heath. And we'll not forget our producer, Miss Tanisha Clark. She, my friends, is a rock star. The final, the Blues the Blues 9 and the Yard Dogs 3. I'm Will Atkinson, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow night at the ballpark. Have a great evening. Travel safe.